Hello, what's up, you guys? Welcome to Mahogany Sweets. I want to come and talk to y'all about a post I just seen yesterday. We had a debate about it, right? And I guess this conversation gonna keep being had. There's been several times in the past we've had it about men coming crying about paying child support and claiming that women are making their hustles and trying to come up off of and live off of child support. And you do have women who do that, some. But we talking about everyday men trying to say this about their everyday baby mothers are using the children as a come up to get child support. And it's just funny and ridiculous to me because no one is trying to come up off these dudes 50,000 a year, give or take, income. Like, dudes, y'all don't make this type of money for a woman to be trying to come up off of you. She's not living off of your $200 a month, if that, right? And of course we know that's give or take. Some make more, some make less. But it's just ridiculous that men keep saying this same tired line of women, and the type of women who try to come up off child support, right? They want to use the baby as their meal ticket on trapping a guy. They not coming after these everyday men working at GM or something like that. Like, these type of women who doing that, y'all not in the tax bracket for them. They not looking y'all way. If you're not a Chris Brown, if you're not a Zion Williams or whatever his name is, if you're not a Jordan, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, where you actually making some money. If you don't run the chain to, let me think, to a chicken shack, no woman is trying to come up off of you using child support, and no woman can come up off you using child support. So stop being delusional and ridiculous. And my other issue is these same men who tell this story. Like I said, not only are they delusional about the type of money that they bringing in and what they paying in child support each month that's barely taking care of and covering the expenses of the child, let alone the woman, is these same men will say, oh, I don't understand why she got to stay involved with a man taking care of his business, his child. She shouldn't be paying more child support and all this type of crap. Which I agree. If the two adults, they should be able to be mature enough and responsible enough that the state don't have to get involved. That them two can come together and work out how much he will contribute to the upkeep of his child, as well as how much he's going to do in the everyday activities of raising a child, right? Because you got men who not only aren't they complaining or crying about having to pay child support, but they are the same men who not the ones taking off work to take this child to doctor's appointments, and when the baby's sick, they not the ones losing money when the baby gotta go to the doctor, when the baby done got suspended, because of course a little bit older for that, but I'm just saying, anything come up, they're not the ones having to take off work and lose money. They're not the ones getting up in the middle of the night working off 3 hours of sleep because you had to bust your butt yesterday, cook dinner, do homework, wash laundry, do the household shopping, and now the baby's sick and I'm up through the middle of the night, breastfeeding one and giving the other one Benadryl. You get what I'm trying to say? They're not the one who cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They're not the one who got to get up an extra 2 hours early to get everybody in the household dressed and ready to walk out the door and off to daycare and all this. They not contributing to the gas money or insurance that is taken to take this child to A, B, C, or D everywhere this child needs to go. They're not the ones fixing the window that the baby broke. They're not the one buying the new bed sheets. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's men who, like I said, not only are they crying about how much they got to pay in child support, which ain't covering half the baby expenses, they also are not putting in half, if at all, any of the time and attention and sacrifice it takes to actually raise a child. So it's like, how dare y'all be so delusional to think that women are out here trying to live off y'all child support? when you're not making the type of money for a woman to be able to do that, right? And they claim that they have no problem taking care of the child, but you mad you on child support. If you a man and you was gonna take care of your obligation, your responsibility anyway to take care of your child, and that was no issue for you, you wouldn't be mad or complaining about being on child support because you was gonna do this anyway. The only reason why you will have a problem with being on child support is because now the option is gone from you. You no longer now have the option to say if you gonna pay and what you gonna pay this week or bi-weekly or this month. That's what you're really mad about. You're complaining about women paying on child support and claiming that she's doing it off a come up, when the truth is you wanted to be able to pick and choose if you was going to be a father or not. Well, I can't even say be a father because paying for a child don't make you a father. So you want to be able to pick and choose on if you were going to financially halfway show up to take care of this child. And now since it's coming out of your check, where you would have said screw her getting those diapers or that formula, screw her paying for daycare this month, screw the baby's new clothes because it's the grew a size and needs a new wardrobe and stuff, screw me giving her that. I'm not offering that up. I'm gonna go and do what I want to do, where now child support makes that impossible for you to do. That's what y'all really mad and angry about, because y'all are financially deadbeats or want to be financially deadbeats, and y'all don't have that option. And then let's take it to the fact that if, how can I put it? Like, you got the men who complain and be like, oh, she I gave her some money and not her hair and her nails done, right? That money was supposed to go to my baby. Well, this is a good rule of thumb. Because, like, for myself, I actually don't get my nails and stuff done like that. Hair, I know how to do hair. I normally do it myself. I normally be out here bummy relaxed or whatever, right? No big deal. But let's say if I wasn't, because I wasn't always like that. It's been like that probably like in the last 5-6 years, if that, and it's been more so because of health reasons. But anyway, back to what I was getting at. Let's say a woman gets her hair and her nails done. Like, okay, he just gave her however much money for that. What you're doing is you're actually reimbursing her. All her money and income has already went to maintaining the everyday security, stability, and needs of the family unit, of that child. So you're reimbursing her. She's already picked the money up, because guess what? The majority of mamas is not letting their baby walk around and no diapers or in too small shoes with their feet hurting, and the baby not gonna eat until you pay what you supposed to be giving, which already, like I said, ain't even half of really what the true expenses of it is anyway. So men already getting off lightly anyway. But she's already covered everything, the baby. She already took her money and paid for your half and her half to make sure the child got what it needs. So yeah, by the time you're giving her money, it's reimbursement. She's already came out of pocket for it. So y'all men are so delusional to think, oh, well, I seen that I just gave her this money and it was for her hair or her nails, or it was for, she just took, I don't know, she just took a weekend, she went out somewhere, she got concert tickets and all this. She's already paid up in advance what you were supposed to pay in the first place, because no mother is sitting there waiting, gonna let their child go without to wait on you to for child support to come through or stuff like that. Like me, for example, no, I've already given my child any and everything. If your child got everything that they need, right, your child fed, clothed, groomed, got a roof over their head, got lights and gas, got water, they clean and all of that, you can tell that they go see the dentist and they doctor regularly for their checkups and all of that. She's handling the business. You're reimbursing her, and you have no right to come and turn around like, well, this money supposed to be for my child, but she just got her hair done, she just went out. Right, you're reimbursing her. So y'all need to shut up about that as well. And the other thing is, for example, men be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go get receipts, right? They be like, well, I want receipts. I'm gonna go buy the stuff. I'm not giving her any cash in her hand because I want to make sure it's going to the baby. Even though, like I said, everything she got plus more already going to the baby. But so y'all be like, okay, I'm gonna go and buy these clothes, or I'm gonna go and buy these shoes, and that's a receipt for this. That has nothing to do with toilet paper, hygiene products. Your baby is using up water. Your baby is using up lights. Your baby is using up gas. Your baby is using up laundry detergent. Your baby is using up dish detergent. All these things your child is using. Your child don't just wear clothes. Okay, they need far more than that to survive. So y'all do this thing, and you have men who be like, no, everything got by, I get a receipt for it. What about the things where it's not something for the child to put on? How much money are you giving her towards the light and gas bill? You gotta understand, your child using lights and gas. They need to be able to read and do their homework. They got to be able to see. Your child wiping their ass. And 9 times out of 10, they even wasting toilet paper on top of that. So, where is your money towards that? Towards all the toilet paper your child done wasted. Towards the screen that your child done broke. Where's the money to replace the screen that child done broke? On the door. Like, it's just so much. So, I don't think y'all men truly comprehend. If you were to technically give your child's mother half, right? Because it's both your child. So, she's supposed to be paying half for this child financial well-being, and you're supposed to be paying half for the child's financial well-being, right? And everything that they need. If everything was being totally split in half, you would be paying far more than what you complaining about and crying about and some damn child support. When, like I said, she go buy household items and then give you half of that toilet paper bill, give you half of the laundry bill, because like not only are y'all not paying for everything that the child needs, y'all not doing everything the child needs. Y'all, they should set up a system to make me have to, okay, here, you're going to pick up and drop off this child from school, all their activities, they snack food, right? Because we know kids, they want to eat out, they want to stop at a store, get them some junk food. They friend, classmate through a party, a relative through a party, and they got to give or it's going to cost $25 for them to go to this event, for this party or outing or whatever. Y'all men ain't the ones doing that. The mother the one doing that too. Not only is she toting and lugging the child to make sure the child has a social life as well, to make sure the child is developing friendships and relationships, trying new things, whether that's swimming, going to the pool or beach, or going skating and stuff like that. That stuff costs in money and in time. The mother's the one who's doing all of that, not y'all. The mother's the one cleaning up the mess that they made in the house, not y'all. Y'all think y'all paying a little bill. I mean, not a bill. Y'all think that y'all paying a little bit of child support is covering all the expenses and bills of the child. A chef bill, cooking. Y'all get the child on the weekend. Y'all not doing Monday through Friday, the real grind and the real raising of this child. Y'all not kissing every boo-boo. Y'all not taking off work to go to doctor's appointments and stuff like that. So I'm just saying, y'all need to look at things in a more realistic and look at the picture in the bigger picture. Because y'all fathers aren't doing that. And the ones who are aware do know, like they had their kids live with them and stuff like that, or raising kids, they will tell you, your little punk ass, weak ass check that you sending ain't covering half of that child's expenses. Your little weekend part-time, on a lower end of part-time parenting, raising ain't covering the everyday bustle and gram of raising and caring for a child. And y'all just seem like the biggest slime balls, ignorant, greedy, selfish slime balls, to have the audacity to come and want to receipt that small bit of chump change that you give towards the upkeep of your child each week, bi-weekly or monthly. And all those who be like, oh, I give more than the child support. Okay, well, good for you, but you should be, you should be, truthfully, because you getting over when it truly comes to it, and y'all men who want it to be mandated that everything be shown, right, of where the money went to and all of that. I agree with you. It definitely should be. But I say, let's take it a step farther. Not only should all your money that you give into the mother be accounted for, but on top of that, they should make it mandatory that every expense of the child has to be broken in half. That you got to pay half for. And let's pull up those receipts, right? The child going on that field trip, let's pull it. Yeah, you got to pay half of that. Half of their food and half of the money for the field trip. They school pictures, the Christmas pictures and all that. Yeah, you're going to pay half of that. They commute, having to commute them back and forth to doctor's appointments and school. You're going to pay half that gas and car insurance bill for everything that's documented on where that child has to go and what that child doing. Them extracurricular activities, child in soccer, basketball, football, you're going to pay half for the gas that it takes to commute the child back and forth to practice and to these games and all of that. You're going to pay half of what it costs to sign them up for it. Like, let's do it like that. Let's do it like that. Let's truly split it in half, and not only financially, every financial thing, or let's truly document and you pay half for. Let's also, everything pertaining to the child, you have to do half of. Everything, right? So instead of it being mom 24/7, because the child primarily is most likely living with the mother, since y'all complaining about child support, let's do it to where you have to drop the child off at school. You got to come get the child ready for school and drop the child off for school every other week. Do it like that. 1 week the mom, she does the breakfast to get them dressed and drops them off and pick them up from school. Find a babysitter if she gotta work or whatever, and you gotta figure out you gonna have to do all that once a week. Well, 2 weeks out the month, and she does it the other 2. All the toilet paper, you know what I'm saying? Everything that it pertains to. Cooking the meals and washing the dishes and doing the laundry. You got 2 weeks out the month where you got to cook all that baby's meals and do all that baby's laundry. Clean up all that baby's messes. Put that baby to bed each night. And you going to be the one. You got to find the babysitter and commute them and get them back and forth. And then let's see how your grocery bill look. Let's see how your gas tank look. The mileage on your car look. Let's see how high your hygiene products go up, from soap and body wash and deodorants and toothpaste and laundry detergent. Let's see how tired your body is after already working 40 plus hours a week. And no, yeah, you still about to be doing homework. You still about to be doing the household chores, running household errands and doing all these commutes. Let's see. Because technically what they should start doing is making it to where, okay, mother's primary parent, and it's supposed to be half and half. We both supposed to be in on this child. They should start making it to where a man have to pay half the bill it would cost for a chef, half the bill it would cost for a butler, half the bill it would cost for a nurse, half the bill it would expensive would cost for a housekeeper, half the bill it would cost for a tutor. Like, Then the chump change you crying about that she's supposed to be trying to come up off of, oh, you gotta pay half the bill for maintenance, right? Everything your child break up in this goddamn house, your ass gotta replace and pay for, right? You gotta come and paint these walls when it get, you gotta come and scrub these walls. Because I only have one child, but I got a lot of nieces and nephews, right? Which, oh, this is not a personal thing. My son's father, we not having these issues. He does pay child support, but it really ain't nothing. I actually let him decide how much it was gonna be and stuff. I actually never went down there. He did, so he decided all of that. How much he was gonna pay, what the visitation arrangement was gonna be, and all that. I left all that shit alone. But yeah, no, he gives extra when it's asked for and needed. Not all the time, but most of the time or whatever. We have our co-parents and little thing is there. But anyway, so no, I'm not talking about me or whatever. But no, it's time where he knows. He knows. Like, we've had the conversation where I ain't have to even bring it to my son father. He came to me like, yo, my bill goes up. Everything goes up on these weekends. Here you go, something extra. Because he already know. My toilet paper is all gone. My rolls that could normally last me a month, no, I'm using more than that. Right? My light bill, it's a spike in that. My water bill is a spike in that when I got my babies over. My food, my refrigerator it's a spike in how much food is being eaten and stuff. My gas, so you have some men who get their children, they know, like, oh yeah, this child support ain't shit compared to what it's really costing the other parent who got the child the majority of the time. And like I said, that's just on that. We ain't even getting to stuff that's outside of the household, breaking and having to replace stuff, field trips, doctor's appointment, take over. Right, she got to take off work to take the baby to the doctor. Let's give me in that bill for what she lost that day that she had to take off because the baby had to go to emergency because the baby was sick. So y'all men coming and doing all this talking, and y'all sound ridiculous. Y'all sound just like slime balls who want to have the option to just be deadbeats and not do what you should be doing. Y'all want to complain and cry about small time bull crap when it just truly shows that y'all not real parents. Because like even in dating, I be looking at that because my mindset was like, oh, okay, I have a child and I'm like, I got to date a man with children. So he understands what it is to be a parent. But now I learned that's still an issue. Because since these men aren't raising their child, right? They don't have primary or full custody and they on some every other weekend or weekend crap. They still don't get it. They still looking at you, a woman, why you can't get up, run and jump. Because I got a child too. Right. Because your child is with his mother. Just like my son, he with me. So they still don't even get it. They still be ridiculous and demanding and desiring something that don't make logical sense when you have a child. And you be thinking like, well, if he's a parent, he understands. But he's not going to understand unless he has full custody of his children or get his children for long sums of time. Like, let's say one of them parents where they get their child for the whole summer. Like my son, he's supposed to go spend the summer with his dad, but he only get a week. I guess he decided he's going to do a week on, week off. He don't want to stay the whole summer because his girlfriend and best friends and stuff is over here. But anyway, like, so unless you dealing with a man who's an actual father to where he has his children for long or a child for long periods of time, they're not even going to get it, right? Or they do get it, but they still just selfish to be like, right, I get to be able to leave my baby off on its mother and I still can get up, run and go when I want, be up all night and be out all night if that's what I want, because I ain't got to get up to a child in the morning. I don't got to take no child to school in the morning. I don't got to think about me, myself, and I ain't got to cook no food. I ain't got to take nothing out, make sure it's all defrosted. I ain't got to do no homework or nothing like that because I'm getting my child on the weekends with his mother through the week. She's doing homework. You get what I'm saying? So even men with children, if they not a father like that, they don't even still get it. Or the ones who do get it just choosing to still be selfish and say, well, screw that. I'm not going to step up in trying to raise or parent and making sure that I'm being more active in the day-to-day raising and looking after my child because I don't have to. I have the option to be a deadbeat. But then want to go talk to other women who have children as well and then want her to neglect her child, or they upset and mad because she ain't got all the time in the world to give to you. Like, no, dude, you need to go talk to a woman with no kids or a woman that's a deadbeat like you, because that's gonna still be a clash there. Like, stuff don't be clicking for men, I guess. Not all, but some. So anyway, that's just what I wanted to come and say to these men who are sitting here delusional and lying, talking about their baby mama, trying to come up off them and use them for child support, talking about that she misdelegating the funds because he just gave her some money. She got her hair and nails done when she already paid for everything the baby needed, so he actually reimbursing her. For the men who think they doing something when they actually not. Because even if you are paying, like, oh, okay, no, I pay enough to where it's financially equal on what me and her coming out of, even though the child is with her, I give the extra and stuff like that. You still ain't touching half of what she has to do inside the running of that household and caring and tending to that child. Which I commend you mothers, because I only got one, and woo, it be nerve-wracking. So my mama had 6, my dad got 10, and when I was younger, I used to be like, oh, I want a big family, I want many kids. Man, I'd be going each stage that my son go through, and he gets, like I said, that teenager stage now where he got the little girlfriend and got his best friends, and he want his curfew to be later, and he don't. Ooh. I'm like, Mom, how did you do this with 6 of them? You know, like I said, and it's a lot. It's a lot to parenting. So I commend you mothers who y'all doing y'all thing, and at the same time dealing with a crybaby ass baby daddy who think he doing something when he's not doing shit financially or any other way. You get what I'm saying? So y'all men need to chill out, look at the bigger picture, be appreciative, stop talking shit about your baby mamas, and stop thinking and giving yourself more credit than what you ought to, thinking that you really doing something with the $250 or $600 a month you contributing. Just your men who your child, you only being a parent raising your child every other weekend or on the weekends, like you're not doing nothing. Number one, that's everything you should be doing. But number two, you still not doing everything you should be doing. You get what I'm saying? So you got a lot of nerve. You better put some respect on your baby mama name. You got a lot of nerve to be sitting here talking crap. You got a lot of nerve to think that she's taking your money and using it for other crap. When no, she's already taken all of her money and paid your half and her own half to make sure the child has what it needs. So now, right, the money you giving her, just giving her back her money she already put out. So yeah, she gonna do what she wants with that. And then you'll be saying she petty though if she didn't do anything for the child until you paid your half on it. Then you'll be saying she petty, and what kind of mother would let the child, and it would be sad that a woman feels she have to do that. Like, I'm just gonna be asked out of all my little bit of extra money and stuff I need to do to tend to and take care of myself, because I'm gonna put it all to the baby, and he's not going to do his part for me to even be able to get a little bit of that money back that I'm putting out. Because that's all you're doing is child support, just giving her a little bit of money back of what she's already put out. So yeah, like for example, my phone is off now. I just went shopping for my son and did his summer shopping or whatever. Got him some new shoes, new clothes, outfits, drawers, socks, stuff like that, which is my duty to do. And I just threw his graduation party, all that, and got him gifts for that. I didn't ask his father for half on any of that shit. Because what do I look like sitting there waiting to celebrate my baby or get my son anything he need? But, so I just cashed out on his graduation party, gifts for his graduation, and cashed out on his summer clothing and stuff like that. Right? Now, my phone bill is actually due. Right now, at this given moment, I don't have the money for my phone bill. Now, let's say I hit his father, and it's to pay my cell phone bill. Hey, I need this amount for my cell phone to pay that. No, that's not what I wanted to say. How I wanted to say it. So let's say I tell him, hey, I need some money, right? And then he gives me money, and then I pay myself. Like, he know my phone off because let's say I use my son's phone to call him. My son's 14 iPhone that I paid for all by myself too for his birthday. I didn't ask his father for half of that. But anyway, so let's say I use my son's phone call and say, hey, here, I need you to send this money. We need this. And then he know my phone is off because I'm calling from my cell phone. And then he called my phone and I pay my phone bill. If he had the nerve to sit up there and say some shit to me like, why you take that money and pay your cell phone bill? That wasn't you taking me and don't pay my cell phone bill. All this money I'm coming out of, because I just named the extra stuff that I just did, which to me the clothes and stuff ain't extra stuff, because the child, he needs clothes and stuff like that for the summer. But for example, the day-to-day stuff that he needs, that's already taken care of. And then of course I did extra for graduation party for his gifts. And since I'm the one who wanted to throw the party, no, I didn't require or ask or try to seek half from him. Not for the gifts either or whatever. Which he got him his own gifts. He got him shoes, some new shoes or whatever. So my boy got 5 pair of shoes, all of them black and white. I'm pissed as hell about that. But anyway, it's like, so you will be reimbursing me for the money that I'm putting out every single day, as well as what I did for his graduation gifts and party and what he needs for the summer. So yeah, y'all men, y'all need to start looking at it like that. If you give some money that's going towards your child, you're reimbursing her. So right, she's gonna spend that money on whatever she see fit or want to spend it on, or whatever is the need at the time, because she's already taken care of all of the needs of your child. You're reimbursing her. And hopefully men ain't petty enough to be like, oh, well, the deadbeats will be like, oh, well, since I know she's already taking care of everything the baby need, I know my baby don't need nothing, I'm going to say screw her and not give her a bit of a reimbursement back so she can take care of what she need and want to do for herself. You know what I'm saying? Which I do need my cell phone bill. Guess what? Business attempted on this phone on behalf of my son. Doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, school, all kind of stuff, you know? But anyway, that's all I just wanted to come and tell y'all. Y'all man need to get a grip. If you actually knew and was paying attention to how much money the mother of your child is actually spending and coming out of on a daily basis, not to mention time. She can't get time reimbursement back, and all of that, which is your duty as well. You would actually be coming out of a lot more money and should be appreciative of what all it is that you only coming out of, instead of crying and lying and being delusional, talking about that she's using you as a come up for child support so she can come up. It's ridiculous. Y'all need to stop saying that dumb shit. Do better.